Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you all of the books I read in September. So I worked out that I read 16 books in September, which is pretty good considering 1 I was in a reading slump and 2 in August I only read 8. So that is a massive improvement. First I was kind of disappointed with myself, but then I thought, you know what, it doesn't matter how many I read, it matters whether I enjoyed the reads. So it made myself feel better. So yeah, I'm gonna show you all 16 books that I read in September. So the first book I read in September was Shatter Me, which is the first book in the Shatter Me series. Wow, I loved this book so much. Now, unfortunately, as I just realized, I don't have my ratings of these books. So I'm gonna try and give you like a rough estimate of what I seem to remember rating it. So I think I rated this 4 stars or 4.5 stars. I actually really enjoyed this book. It was giving me something different because I was in a reading slump. I thought I'll try a fantasy. And I loved it. Like, it was actually an enjoyable read. I finished it quite quickly and I do recommend it. The second book I read was Destroy Me, which is the first novella in the series. This I rated 3 stars? 3.5 stars? This I enjoyed less, but it's only because it was like a novella. So it's just adding extra details into stuff. So I did enjoy it, but like not as much as like Shatter Me, for example. And also, don't hate me, but I'm actually doing a reading vlog on me reading the Shatter Me series. I don't understand the hype over Aaron and Warner. At the moment, it might change, but we never know. Don't hate me. Don't come for me. The next one I read was Heart Talk by Cleo Wade. This is just a little self-help book and I actually enjoyed this. This was a reread for me and I wanted something nice and quick, and also I felt like I needed some kind of like self-help book. So I decided to pick this up again because the first time I read it actually helped me. So I thought, would it help me a second time? Picked up and it did help a bit. The next one I read was His Little Secret by Jessica Cain. Jessica Cain's books are hit and miss for me personally. I never rate them higher than anything 3 stars. And 3 stars is rare. But so I think this I rated 2 stars and then put it down to 1.5 because I realised it wasn't actually that good. This, I actually can't remember what it was about, if I'm being completely honest with you. I know it's just weird, and I did read it in a reading vlog, so you know you can get my opinions in that reading vlog, which I think is the last reading vlog I uploaded. I could be wrong, but so yeah, a quick novella again. I just wanted to get some reads done, and I thought it would help me. The next one I read was Lemon. I'm not going to pronounce the author's name because I'm not sure how to say it and I don't want to butcher it. But this was actually very interesting. I rated this 3 stars because it was a very enjoyable read. I did read it very fast. I actually read it within 1 day and I would recommend it personally. But I feel like I felt like there was something missing from it, but like I couldn't tell you what, which is strange. Next one I read was Sweet Christmas by Mikaela Smeltzer. This I actually didn't know about. I didn't know that Sweet Dandelion had a novella to it. And this is just about, it's just about their Christmas together, like the couple from Sweet Dandelion, if you read it. It's just their first Christmas together and that's all it is about. Hence the name Sweet Christmas. But I actually really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 5 stars. No, 4.5, 5 stars, because like I love Sweet Dandelion and this, like anything I can get from this couple I'm gonna read. I actually didn't know about this until McKay from Hates McKay said something about it in a recommendation and I was like, I need to read that, and I read it straight away. Next one I read was Released by Lucia France. So this is the third book in the Off Balance series. I love the series. I'm only on the 4th book now, and it's already my favourite series because it is just so good, so capturing. And even though the relationship between Kova and Adriana, also known as Ria, like I'm jumping ahead because you probably don't know what it's about, but I'm just gonna say, yes, it's a lot of drama and a lot of like toxicness, but just so good. Love it. Then I read The Never King by Nikki St. Crow. This, I'm 50-50 on. I don't really have an opinion on, or I have mixed opinions, because like it was a good, nice, quick read, but very confusing and a bit strange, but different, and I like the fact that it's different. So I think I rated this 3 stars if I remember correctly, but I'm 50-50 on it. I think in my reading vlog that I did, I said I wouldn't read the second one. Well, my plan is to read the second one. So it's one of those things where I would go and read the second one, but I don't know. Since that reading vlog, I've thought about it a bit more. Next one I read was The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F by Mark Manson. This I gave 3 stars. It was a nice, quick, easy read. Again, I feel like I'm saying that about all of them, but it wasn't really anything too interesting. Next one I read was The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I've been meaning to read this for a very long time, and I finally did it. And this I rated, I think, 4 stars. It was actually really interesting. Read it in one day, one sitting. Loved it. There was some twists and turns in it that I thought was interesting. After that, I read The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. This book, I rated it 4 stars. But I'm thinking about upping it to 4.5. I don't know. We'll see. But at the moment, it's 4 stars because it was an enjoyable read. And I loved, if you don't know what this is about, it's about, I forget the names, but the woman is the bodyguard. And the male is like this famous person who needs the protection. And I love the fact that the woman is the bodyguard. Like, that just shows some women's strength. And I don't feel like you ever see that in books. It's always like the man having to be the bodyguard or the man having to have the power. Do you get what I'm saying? And so seeing that the woman is the bodyguard, that makes me love it even more. And just the dynamic of it, like everything that happens is just amazing. And like, wow, you will get more of my review on it in a video coming out very, very soon. Next one I read after that is Married to One by Ellen Mays. This, wow. This I think I rated 5 stars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I rated 5 stars. So good. This is like 500 pages and I finished it in 2 days. Yes, that is how good it is. I was hooked. Their like relationship and everything, like wow. And the things that happen in this, you wouldn't believe that there was some twists and turns in this book, considering it's like a romance, but there was. And it's a Titanic retelling. I would say it was Romeo and Juliet. I don't know where I got that from, but it's a Titanic retelling. After that, I read Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. I finally started this series, and I'm glad that I did. I think I rated this 4 stars. It was an enjoyable read, nice, quick read. It did take a little bit for me to get into it. Like, I think halfway through was when it started to get interesting for me, but it was a good read at the end of the day. Then I read The Perfect Marriage. This also I've been meaning to read for a very long time, and I also loved. I think I rated this, yes, I rated it 4 stars. It was amazing. The ending of this book, again, you'll get like a further review in a vlog that's coming soon. The ending of this book, like wow, what an ending. I was not expecting it. So good, and I do highly recommend that you give it a go because it's so good. After that, I read Nothing More by Anna Todd. This is a reread for me. I read this for the first time in 2020, believe it or not, when I wasn't a big reader. I rated it down. So like the first time I read it, it was a 5 stars for me. Now it's a 3.5 stars. And like I get why, because obviously I've read so many books since 2020, and like my reading taste has changed, and I have like a better picture of like what my favorite genres are, like what my book taste is. Do you get what I'm saying? So I had a feeling I was gonna write it down if I reread it. It hasn't changed my opinion of like it. I still love it, but it just isn't as good as I thought it was when I first read it, which is okay. But you know, I still enjoyed my reread. Then the last book I read, which was a very tight push into September, was Love Lesson by Casey Min. This I rated 2 stars. it was okay. Nothing much. It was just a nice quick novella to add another read into September. So those are all the books I read in September. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like and subscribe if you want. It's free, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.